Okay, so let's have a look at the Moodle course structure. What you see on the screen is um, the course. You have the settings down here, and at the moment this is um, a view that is non-editable. But if you want to turn the edit on, you press this little button on the top, and it'll actually get into the edit mode. This is where you can modify the course. For example, if I just wanted to get rid of this box, I click that, and that box is out. But more importantly is these two boxes here. Add a resource, and I'll bring this down, and you can see the different kind of resources. You can add a label or compose a text page. Web page is one which is used quite frequently. Same is the link to a file or website, and display to a directory. The other one, even probably more important, is an activity. The difference between a resource and an activity is that while resource is something that you refer to, activity is something that you do. So if you look at the different type of activities that are available, and there are lots, you might not be able to see them all, but you've got assignments, chats, choices, database, glossary, lesson, and the ones that you can't see are quiz, survey, and wiki. So there are lots, and you can kind of choose the components that you want and build a course. And the way to do that, for example, is I'm going to create a web page. So I click that, and it'll bring up the screen. I can put the name of the web page. For example, I could put instructions for process, and then there is a summary which I don't really need to fill in, but the one where the text is compose web page, and this is where I can add the text. So for example, open the car hood, take out the oil, and you can see once I've typed this in, I've got some options to format that you can see on the screen. I can make it bold, I can change the color if I want, and there is a color selected that I can choose from. So I can change the color, and you can see that it's kind of changed purple. You can't see that very well, but there are I can add numbers or number the list or format it. So there are lots of options, editing options that are here. It's not the most easy of editors to use, a little clunky, but you can see that you can do that. The other thing I do quite often is actually paste text from Word documents. So I do a copy and paste, and I can just paste it in here. So you can see that's the case. Or if I want to take even more text, I can copy that, and there you go. So as you can see that this is the text I've copied from a Word document, and I can change the size, I can change the font, etc. And you can see that's where it is. So and then what I can do is then I can either allow the web page to open the same window or a different window, but at the moment I'm going to save and display. So it's going to show me how the page will look like. So very soon it should save, and it'll show you how the page looks like. So there you go. So this is how the page looks like, and if you go back to the course, you can see that there is a link to the page, right? So if you want to see how the student or the learner is going to see the page, you can turn editing off. What it does, it shows you. So that's the web page that we have added. Similarly, we could add other things. For example, as an activity, we could add, for example, a forum, and it'll give you choices of different the forum, which is a discussion forum. I won't save this, but that is essentially how you add different components to a Moodle course. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you very much.